I want to take it back to the previous night where Naturally New York partnered up with SFA to produce the first live pitch slam ever, a fancy pitch slam. It was awesome. There were about, I think, 5 finalists, maybe 6 finalists. What was it, Stephen? Was it 5 or 6?
It was 5.
It was 5. Okay, 5 finalists coming together to pitch amongst a panel of 4 judges, and the winner received a grand prize of all sorts of goodies. We got to check out who the winner was. Charlene, let's bring up a video.
Look at that big check. They're going to put it up on the screen for me. Who is the winner? Gretchen? I know she's in the back. Rösti!
Hi, Rösti, a well-deserved win from a very, very excellent pool of finalists. So exciting. There is Stephen Caldwell of Rösti Stuft Spuds getting that giant check, which probably costs possibly as much as the amount on the check. You know, those things don't come cheap. And I am so excited to have with us here today the winner of the Fancy Foods Pitch Slam 2022, Stephen Caldwell of Rösti Stuft Spuds. Stephen, congratulations. Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much. I'm so excited to be here. Thank you for having me.
Oh my gosh, I'm so pumped to have you. I mean, what a night it was for you. Tell me, how did it feel? How did it feel going up there, getting that giant check, winning the competition?
I got to tell you, it was first of all, to actually get picked as the top 5 finalist was unbelievable. I woke up a couple of weeks ago and the email was in my inbox at 5 a.m. and I screamed, and Lori's like, "What's going on? Somebody tried to break in?" I said, "No, I'm a finalist." So then we started with the pitch deck and getting it ready and getting our story down, right? But last night, it was an amazing array of different brands and in the Better For You space. And so I am so proud to have been pitching with all of them because they were all amazing.
Yeah, I love that. I love that. I mean, okay, so you're here. The platform is yours. Okay, tell us, what is Rösti Stuft Spuds? What is it?
I got to tell you, I have been a foodie and a recreational chef since the age of 5 years old. There were some shows that I believe you don't even remember, but the Galloping Gourmet when I was 5.
Okay.
This gentleman from the UK would be cooking. It was a 30-minute show, so 22 minutes out after commercials. He would do this 3-course meal in front of a bunch of ladies in the audience, and he would be flamboyant, running around the kitchen putting this together. And at the last minute, he would bring people down, a woman down to the audience. And
I know this show.
Yes.
I watch this after school. I get a Big Mac from McDonald's.
Oh my gosh.
I love that guy. Oh, I thought he was Australian. Is he from the UK?
He's from the UK. Graham Kerr.
Graham.
Yes. And so.
Love you, Graham.
Yes. If you ever saw me in the kitchen, or if you ever get a chance or whatever, I'm telling you, he got
the audience going.
Absolutely.
And one lucky woman with the romantic.
Exactly. And a glass of wine even at 9 o'clock in the morning. And my mom would watch it with me and just swoon. So from that time, I have been a foodie all my life, but I've never followed my food passion in this space until I was 54. It was 3.5 years ago. I tasted it out of country, and it wasn't Switzerland. So I was at a catered event, and the gentleman was frying hash browns, what looked like hash browns, which they were, filling it with meats and cheeses and everything else, and covering it and frying it on both sides. When I tasted that, and I've tasted and made some crazy dishes in my life, the simplicity, but how it resonated, I came back and I told Lori, we've got to start making this. And when I found out that it had Swiss origins, I started really, deep diving into it from the social media or from a Google standpoint and web surfing. And I found out it originated in the canton of Bern, Switzerland in the early 1800s as peasant food. So wives would shred potatoes. They would do the same thing as I described. They would hold leftovers from supper the night before. They would fill it and then cover it with shredded potatoes. They would fry it on both sides. You can imagine, all that stuffing inside of it. It would sustain the men in the fields all day, but it would also bring friends and family around the table. And that's really what we talk about, even on our packaging, the love story of Rösti and how it's elevating the everyday from moms and dads and kids.
I love that. I mean, who doesn't love a good potato?
Exactly, right? I mean, especially when it's crispy.
Yeah.
And filled with cheese.
Exactly. Oh my gosh. So where are you guys right now? Where are you guys in terms of getting that product on the store shelf? What's that process been like? Generating buzz. Talk to me about that.
When we started, we launched at Fancy Food 2019 in San Francisco in Incubator Village. Lori and I had a small 24-inch space. We made 750 of these by hand, and we quartered them. So when we made it in there, and we were under the umbrella of the Oregon State University Food Incubator that actually did the final food science and commercialization for us, and they did it in 8 weeks. We launched 5 flavors. So we're at the show, Incubator Village, like all these incredible brands are in this show. And again, that was just 3 short years ago. And all of a sudden, we have the whole team from Whole Foods walk up from Austin, Texas. They all tasted it. They walked away. I was going, what's going on over there? One peeled away, and she came up to us and said, this is the most innovative potato we have ever seen in this space. We're going to go ahead and launch you in the Pacific Northwest region, and you will be global in 2 years. I said, Alex, I don't even know where I'm going to make this. I just created this 12 weeks ago. She said, with that passion, you'll figure it out because you're rolling out in those stores in August of this year. And true to form, 2 years later, last July, we went global with Whole Foods.
Oh my gosh, now I have to run to Whole Foods after the show.
Exactly.
I got to see this. Okay, so where can I find it in the refrigerator?
You can find it in frozen.
Okay.
So you'll go to frozen. In Whole Foods, it's in snacks and apps. And what you'll find in the Northeast region is our twice baked potato, which is incredible. It's got chives, it's got sour cream, it's got cream cheese with a really nice coarse cracked pepper finish. Even the kids love it, fan favorite. And then the other one they have on shelf is our melty 3 cheese. It's got Parmesan, cheddar, and mozzarella. And I'm telling you, leave it whole, put a poached egg on it with hollandaise sauce, and in 20 minutes, your family and friends will think you've been slaving over hours in the kitchen to bring that together. And then cut it up for after school snacks for the kids as a side at dinner.
Very versatile.
Very versatile. We call it elevating the everyday.
Right. I mean, it's like the young single career person coming home exhausted.
Exactly.
A potato with
right out of the freezer.
Like toppings to the family. The mom's like, what am I going to feed the kids? That's great. I love it. So back to the Pitch Slam. Back to being the winner of the Pitch Slam. And all the wonderful things you won. I mean, of course, you've got that amazing cash prize that's going to go in handy.
That's right.
But you've also got the booths at the shows, right? I think it's Expo East.
Expo East.
Fancy Foods in Vegas.
Correct.
Fancy Foods 2023. Mark your calendar.
That's right.
And then also some great guidance from consulting companies.
Absolutely.
Right?
Amazing.
So what does that mean to you, as, a company that's got big dreams, wants to grow big? What does that mean to you? What are the challenges that, you're thinking of? What are your goals now? What are your goals over the next year, 2 years?
Sure.
Yeah.
And that's a great question. And in this space, because we actually created a category, okay, it's never been done before. We actually hold 2 patents on a filled potato. First of all, I really thought I was crazy at 54 to launch a food product in this space I've never done. Then they said you're even crazier for spending the money that you don't have to patent it. And in July of 2020, we received those, and it's been an absolute blessing. But what it means to us is that my dad taught me when I was 9 years old, always admit you know what you don't know. Don't try to be that person that just is a yes. Oh, yeah, I can do that. Don't worry, I can do that, right? We have surrounded ourselves with people on this team. And by the way, there's a lot of press out there. I just recently acquired our company back from our original partners. We rebranded from Rösti to Rösti Stuft Spuds. And we are on a trajectory to win this, to put the icing on the cake, to use all those consulting and those shows that, that was going to save us those fees to get in there, and to be able to continue to bring this, as well as innovating more and more flavors. Because really, the potato, this crispy shredded potato with this incredible mouthfeel, the vehicle being the potatoes, we have an infinite number of cultural experiences we can fill it with.
That's right. That's amazing. It's all about the flavor. It's all about the potato, and it's all about the Pitch Slam that you won last night. Stephen Caldwell of Rösti Stuft Spuds. Coming to a grocery store shelf near you, right?
That's
All
right.
right. Well, Stephen, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much for it.
Congratulations again.
Thank you.
A win well deserved.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate you having me on.